There we go. Hello, everybody. It's Brenda with Foxy's Creations. I'm trying to get camera settings adjusted. Thank you for coming. It's going to be just another moment. I'm so glad I could go live today. So now I got to get this pulled up on my phone. See if I can find us. Good morning. Hey, Trucker Janie, how are you? Thank you for coming. I'm just typing into chat. At least I got chat. Everything looks good so far. And I need to do one more thing real quick. So how are you doing, Janie? How's your moving and everything going? While we wait on some more to come in. Oh, Mama's doing good. Her appointment went good yesterday. Okay, hang on, guys. I am live. Are you there? Yeah, I'm live. All right, bye. Okay, I'm back. We're all good. Mom's doing good. The doctor released her. House is on the market today. Oh, good. So that's moving along. So she went back to the doctor yesterday. He played with her pacemaker, made an adjustment. Everything is good. She just will see her regular cardiologist, and she sees the surgeon again, which is the electrical doctor dude. She'll see him again in a year, but she'll see her regular cardiologist every 3 months unless the pacemaker needs adjusted again. But they can, he said her regular doctor could do that if it needed done. So that's good. So everything is moving along and going good. And I thought I had my camera set up right, but I still think I don't have it correct. Something got messed up. And I was playing with it this morning. I think I'm going the wrong way. It's backward on the screen. I know, I am so glad. Oh, let me get back on the phone. Maybe I can see what I'm doing. Except it looks froze up on the phone. Am I froze up? Oh, no, there's a lag today. And I was going the wrong way. Let me readjust. It's hard to do this when you're looking at the screen on the computer and it's backward. Hey, Brenda. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to try to go the other direction, which is the backward way. There we go. Except I went too far. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone now. So today we're going to be playing with, hey Brenda, laces and ribbons, or ribbons and laces. Now my book has changed a little bit. Let me show you. I watched a video by, I think it was Nick the Booksmith, that explained when you have your spine, you want your signatures to kind of fill up this space, but have a gap so they can grow. So I had 2 signatures. I have the same number of pages. I just divided them into 3 signatures. If I take one of these out, this gives you a rough idea. There was a big gap in between. So I divided the pages out, made a 3rd signature, which we do have to work on the cover for. And now this is fuller and it looks better. So that's the only, I just made the pages a little different there. And ignore my nails. I've been crafting and they're not painted like they should be. So today we get to embellish things with ribbons and laces. And I don't think we really need to do anything in this part, that page. We're going to work signature by signature, I think. And I have scraps that we're going to use. This page, I don't know if we want to put lace on it or not. This one we do. Ooh, this is a pretty purple ruffly lace. And it's enough for how many pages can I get out of this? Let me cut this in straight. Hey, Sheena, how are you? Thank you for coming. I can get 1 page. If I can get 3, I can put one of these in each signature. 2 pages. Oops. And not 3 pages. Well, we can get 2. We'll go with 2. We'll figure out something else for that 3rd middle journal. So, and for lace, I use the tacky glue. So, Sheena, you're watching from work. That's always a good thing. So, Janie, are you going to have to wait till your house sells to do their RV thing? Or, which is none of my business, I'm just curious. And I measured that and it's still too long. And if you have to wait, I hope your house sells fast. That's pretty. Okay, so we'll get the 3rd signature. The middle one's going to have something different. While we have our purple. And we'll find us, that's a pocket page. No, I don't want to put it on the edge of a pocket page. Well, I divided these out. Kind of weird. I still don't want to put it on the edge of the pocket page. And that's got an envelope. It's got that pocket on it. Short page. Okay, let's do this. We had enough for a page plus a little bit. We'll do the little bit. We'll do the little bit on this little half a page. Partial page. At least it'll make an appearance. Tacky glue. Oh, you're picking up the RV Saturday. Cool. Oh, goodness, Sheena. So where did my little piece of lace go? We'll just tuck it on there like that. Now we'll get out the new signature, which is just pages pulled from the other ones. Oh, cool. We will do, I'm trying to get this so it can dry. Just this page right here. Make sure we have enough. Oh, I put this on upside down. Phooey, phooey. Glad the glue's going to dry clear. Maybe not. We'll put it back. And I need more glue down here. Okay. So now we're going to do this page, but let's check the lace. Which gives us a little tiny scrap to put on a cluster or something. Oh, Sheena, you're funny. Last place I left the lace. Okay. So there's now, unfortunately, it's kind of like wait for glue to dry. But while we're waiting on the glue to dry, let's get some ribbon. See what kind of ribbons we have that could go on a page. That could go on a partial page. We have some seam binding we can put somewhere. Some more seam binding stuff. That might be long enough for a page. That would work on a partial page. A couple of pages. Some really pretty seam binding. Some more pretty seam binding. So I think we have, and I would consider this to be ribbon, even though it's seam binding. That's not long enough for a page. Maybe a short page. Oh, we have some of this. So we have a lot of pretty colors and stuff. We'll just pile all this over here because we also are going to embellish some of our little things we've been making. So that's where these little things come in handy. Excuse me. That's where these little snippets of stuff can come in handy. When you're doing your like little embellishment. So I'm just pulling some of those together. And here's a really pretty ribbon piece. Try to straighten it out a little bit. Okay. I think we have enough stuff out to work with. Oh, and here's a really pretty little green piece we can use on something. Okay. So I'm going to put this signature back in our book. I think that's dry enough to put it back in our book. That's got 2 paper clips. We may have to work on that. And we're going to work on this first signature some more. So, that's a pocket. I don't want to put lace on a pocket. That's a flip out, so I wouldn't want to put lace there. We could put some ribbon here. So, that's kind of pretty. We'll do that. And we will just snip it off. And we will get the glue again. And this is a brand new bottle of this glue. And it still has to be shook. Okay. And we could actually put a lacy piece over here. And I apologize that I couldn't go live, you guys. Our internet with all the rain was horrible. I couldn't even do uploaded videos, really. And I just did that one the other day because even though that was a short video, it took forever to upload it. I think we're going to put this piece of purple here. Oh, let's see. Let's do the pink because we just did a purple. Let me cut this off straight. Okay. So I'm only going to primarily decorate the one. Y'all don't want to see me do this for all. I don't guess. Y'all may not want to see me do this for all of them. Y'all may. I just think it would be boring to watch. It's kind of like paint drying. And I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. And not quite so much on that side. And I just try to get it even on the back side. Even looking. Boy, that looks really wavy. Okay. Then we have our matte paper. And on this one, this is some wrinkled up seam binding is what this is. I don't like that with that matte paper. Maybe we'll go with this kind of coffee dyed one. Oh, it's relaxing to listen to me. Well, that's cool. Thank you, Janie. This is going to be fun because this is all wrinkled up. Yeah. I may need to go get my flat iron. Well, now this has glue on it. I'll just sit here and hold it for a minute. I iron lace with my flat iron. I don't use it on my hair. Ooh, a 33-foot RV. And you'll have a room for crafts. That is great. And it just stuck me to the other page. It's very cool, Janie. So I put up a recorded video. It's the only recorded video. So y'all might want to check that one out. It was the updates video if you haven't checked it out. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to give anything away. But you might want to just check out it. And there's going to be some more recordeds going up this week. I'm going to get back on schedule. Later today, I'm going to put up a craft along with me for the iCats because I'm way behind on my index card of days. Way behind. I think this will be pretty over here. Whoops. If I can get it to go straight. Hey, Robin, how are you? Thank you for coming. I am so glad to be back on here, you guys. I have missed talking to you guys. I have missed crafting with you guys. And I need to put a little bit of glue under here. Oh, and I got my new Artsology kit for July, you guys. It's going to be awesome. It's Grandma's Sewing Basket. I'm going to put that video up later showing all the pages and everything. But I think y'all are going to like that. It's an awesome kit. Okay. So that's going to need to dry. That one needs to dry. That one needs to dry. So I'm going to set this aside so these pages that I just glued lace on can dry. And we can start embellishing some of our little things we've made, which are in this little file folder. This is a little envelope that we were going to paper clip in somewhere and give it a little card. These are our kings. We're going to do something, I think, with them later. So I don't want to embellish them yet. Set them aside or put them back in here. We have just a plain tag. So this is wide open territory. What can we do with our tag? We have this piece of ribbon. We could do a lace collage on here. That would be pretty. I also have this Tim Holtz paper. I kind of like that. We're going to glue that down first. Then we can embellish. So I wanted to put the word travel just to the other. Oh, it keeps grabbing. Stop it. Stop. To the other side of the little hole thing. There we go. Now we can trim it. And then I'm going to re-glue it because some of my glue didn't stick. Okay, let's just put a little more glue under that edge. And I've noticed I seem to have the hardest time gluing down corners. Hi, Robin. How are you? I think I already said hi to Robin. But you like it. I'm glad. Okay. Whoops. And this side just still doesn't want to stick. Glue. I don't know why it's not wanting to glue. Okay. So now I think we can put the ribbon over here maybe. Kind of like that. But I'm going to trim it just a little bit. I'm going to cut on this little red line. Trim off this one little edge. And get the bottom of it to be straight. And now we can glue it. There we go. Now it's, do we want to do anything else to this little card? Maybe it's just my tacky glue ain't working today. I like it. Your edges don't stick well either. I had the hardest time with corners. So let's see. We had some parts of doilies. Ooh, that could be pretty on here. We'll just trim it up a little tiny bit more. And we need to ink it a little bit, I think. Just so it's not stark white. I think they are. So let's just, and I'm going to use Elmer's for this one. And I'm just going to put it in the thicker areas of the back of the doily. And Muffet's under the desk snoring as normal. Okay. So just going to glue this on here this way. I like it. And then we have the back of the tag can still be journaled on. And then there's the front. And let's ink the edges a little bit. It still has to dry. But I like it. I think it's kind of cute and pretty. We have this pocket. That's too much. It's way too much. But let's see. I kind of don't want to cover up that edge too much. And that's really not long. It almost is long enough to go around that, but not quite. What's this one? Will it go? That's cute. We'll do that. What do you guys think? We may need to ink it a little bit so there's more contrast, but I like it. I like that. That's cute. Yeah, we'll go this way. This is why my journals become fluffy puffy. All the lace. But I like the lace. So there's that one. All decorated and embellished. We made these postcard thing. This is pretty much decorated. I think most of this we decorated when we made it. But we do have this plain pocket. Let's work on the plain pocket. It's just a coffee dyed plain pocket. Ooh. That's pretty. And that's the way that it goes. And it fits on there perfectly. Oh, incorporating the ruffled lace. I like to use it on edges of pages, something like that on a pocket. I've tried using it on tags, but if you don't put it at the top of your tag, it can mess up the tag going in a pocket. So we already know this is going to be fun to glue down, so I think I'm going to do it a different way. If I can find what I need on my desk. My desk keeps having decoration, no, not decoration issues. It has a problem with losing stuff. There it is. Double-sided tape. I'm not going to glue this one. I'm going to cheat. If I can get this on here straight. Okay. And I'm going to put a piece at the bottom. Cat, right? I'm hoping I got that right. Hi, Cat. Thank you for coming. How are you this morning? And if I had looked up, I would have seen that your name is Cat. So we are doing the ribbon and lace today. Oops. And I'm thinking I had S set for stickers. I think I'm going to let S be stickers and scraps because we all have scrap paper left over. So it's kind of like, what can we do with our scrap paper? Which this could technically fall into the scrap category because this was leftover. A leftover piece of this paper. And I need to snip. No, that's good. And we're just going to pull this off. Oh. And well, I done put it on here now. So since it's off center, I'm going to put something down the edge. That's what I'm going to do. And make it look like intentionally we off-centered it. Just a little piece of lace. And this all will glue down. I know our scraps accumulate really fast. I've gotten to the point where I have to decide, is it a scrap worth keeping? If it's too little to make a paper clip with, I generally don't keep them anymore. It needs to be at least a ½ inch wide for me to keep it. Brenda, you're funny. So the only thing I've really used a bright red on was a Christmas journal. Because it's just hard. Red is hard. Neon colors, it depends. You can find paper packs that they'll go with and stuff like that. Yes, I think scrap paper multiplies while we sleep. I think a mess on our desk also multiplies while we sleep. Because I'll swear it wasn't this messy when I went to bed, and then I get up and it's like, oh my gosh, what happened to my desk? So I think the mess on the desk accumulates too. I'm still working on the prototype that I was working on. It now has been, it's in its 3rd incarnation, you guys, but this is the final one. So I think it's going to be good, and I think y'all are going to like it. And then there'll be a tutorial, which means there will be a 4th one. But I'm glad I kind of worked with it a little bit to begin with. You know, when you make stuff and there's not a tutorial for it, it's kind of hard. Oh, that is a great idea, Kat. Sleeve crafting. Oh, that's what happens to my desk is sleeve crafting. Okay. Makes sense. So let's see, what else do we have? That's really all the embellishments we have. I thought we had way more. But I do have this little label thing that's left over from another project. So with this, typically what I would do with this is I would put a lace on it. And I had a little piece of green seam binding. Where did it go? Did I put it back in the baggie? Nope. Because I had to dye seam binding for that project. So now I'm just looking for the one little piece of green. Well. Oh, here it is. I think that, if I can get it to lay down, with that, maybe put a word on it. Just make like a little cluster on here of things. Oh, so that's what happens. The hobbits are returning it, or the littles. So we're going to make like a little cluster, and then we're going to put a word on it, or phrase. Glue again. Then we'll maybe glue that down. That's not going to stick. So we're going to skip that one. And then, oh, where's that? I have that pretty little rose we could stick on there. And my Tim Holtz Chit Chat stickers are where? In the bottom. Nope. Where are they? They are. In the bottom of the iCAD bin. Because I've been using them on iCads. Oh, these are the phrases. That's too long. Let's just find a word. Let's see. Let's do magic. Anything can be magic. And I'm going to apply extra glue because I don't trust the sticky on the back of stickers. And I will take, and we will apply glue to the flower. Now what we could do, bring back this envelope. We could, well, that's too big. We could turn it sideways, but it's still kind of long for this envelope. But if we have another place in the journal that we can put it later. So there's that. I really thought we had more stuff. And our queens are embellished and set aside. So we did pockets and tucks are in the journal. We'll have to go back and embellish those pockets and tucks. That's what we'll do. So we can work on that. Let's go back to this one. And we'll finish doing the lace on these pages. We're going to skip that page. It's a pocket. We'll put lace on this page or something. Where did we? Let's put a lace of some kind. There's not enough of that one. Although we could, I don't really like that look. Not enough of that one. Our garbage men are running, so the dogs may bark. We'll go with this one again. It's a ribbon. I do like this ribbon. It's Dollar Tree ribbon. And it comes in all colors. And this is the time of year when I bought it. And they had the really pretty like spring and summer colors. And so I probably need to check to see if they have it again. And stock up again. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to go back. I still don't think we need anything on the doors. And that's a pocket, but I don't think we need to decorate it at all. This pocket could be decorated. So here's where we could put something like this. Just on this pocket. And we're going to put a card in there at some point. And I'm going to ink these edges. So I think this would be pretty. And if we put it down here, we could make it into a tiny tuck spot for a tiny something. But I'm going to put it in the middle. Oh, wow. Yeah, their Facebook and YouTube are not on top of much lately. Because I put that in 10 minutes before I was going live. That's so funny. Okay, so what do you guys think about that on that pocket? If I can get it to stick and get the flower and everything to stick, it'll be pretty. It's going to need to dry. Okay. Then we have this flip out. We can do something to this pocket. I really thought we had more stuff made. So I'm looking at my desk to see what I have already cut out or something. Ooh, a butterfly. Let's stick the butterfly on there. A little piece of lace at the bottom. And then the butterfly. I think that's pretty. With our magazine lady. Oh, wow. That's horrible, Cat. So let's work on gluing this on. And this bottle, this is what this bottle of tacky glue does. It either comes out not at all, or I end up with a gigantic blob. And if I lay it on its side, it leaks all over my desk. I have not had any other bottles of tacky glue that act that way. But this bottle is weird. Now for the lace. I have a feeling it's going to give me a blob again. Yep. I'll just flatten it out. And I think I want the lace to go like that. I like it. Uh-oh, we're sticking. There we go. I like it. Oh, Brenda, I know you got to go look. Is it their paper pads or what is it? Just out of curiosity. But you know, whenever they do these buy one get two free, my store never has the paper. It's not sold in my store. If I can find 3 that I like, my store never has it. If I can find one that I like that I could get 3 of maybe, my store doesn't have it. It's not sold in my store. And it's like, it's just annoying. Okay. I'm looking for pockets. Ah, here's another pocket. So here, you know, I have coffee dyed scraps somewhere. Somewhere there's a whole bunch of scraps and stuff that I can be using. There's a scrap of coffee dyed paper. So I'm looking. What I got? Because for these, just little scraps. And here's something we could do. We could take like decorative edged scissors. And just give it a pretty little edge. And these were just handy on my desk, which is why I'm using these. I was making stamps. So give it a pretty little edge. Ink it up a little bit. So we have that now. And then we could put, I don't know how I ended up with so much purple. Let's use this little piece of blue. And then we could put a phrase from Tim Holtz on here. And I like that. It's very simple. Cricut. What is a, okay, this is going to show that I hadn't been crafting long. What is a Cricut pad? Mainly on canvas. So we're going to glue this down and find a word or a phrase. Oh, but wait. I like this side of the coffee dyed paper better. And I didn't ink this side. So now, let me ink this side. And I made coffee dyed paper the other day, you all. I made a bunch, but I still don't think I have enough. I coffee dyed a whole bunch of paper, but it was a mix. And I thought I had grabbed more 20-pound paper than I did when all was said and done. I had over 80 sheets of paper coffee dyed. Only 30 of that was plain 20-pound printer paper. So I get to coffee dye again. The way I use coffee dyed paper. I love the way it looks though. So we're just going to put this on here. Get the corner, because like I said, I have a problem with corners. And we're going to put the lace down here at the bottom. It's a nice little pretty strip of blue. And then we're going to find a Tim Holtz phrase. Mats. Okay, it's the cutting mats then for the Cricut. Okay, I got it. Let's find a phrase. I was hoarding these, you guys. Let's do hold on tight to your dreams. I like that. And again, the glue comes out in a blob. I do not like this bottle of tacky glue. I don't need that much glue. It's a small, tiny little sticker. Oh, it helps if you put it right side up, though. I about put that on here upside down. That would not have been good. Oh. Stick. There we go. Okay, and then that folds over. We have this pocket. Here's what we could do with this pocket. This we were going to clip on. We could, but if we clip it on the pocket, it's may keep it from getting stuff to go in the pocket. We'll hold off on that one. Oh, we did not fold our page back in. Okay, what can we do on this pocket? Let's find another scrappy stuff. I got a crimper in a Happy Mail, you guys, and I crimped this paper and it's coffee dyed. I crimped it kind of crooked, but I still think it's cool. I was just playing with the little crimper thing. Okay. Oh, Lord. Everything's sticking to everything. And I'm going to snip the edges. I'm off camera. Okay. Well, that's kind of, well, the paper's crimped crooked, so that throws everything off. And then we don't really have enough of that. I'm in my stashy stuff. Let's see. Oh, here's something we could use. And we could trim these better. I had these already printed out and cut. They're supposed to be stamps. So instead of maybe doing that, we could put one of these on here. Let's get our scissors back. And these are these scissors. That's the pattern. I love these scissors. So I think we just glue her on here. I had another half of a doily somewhere. I saw it a minute ago. Oh, it was just a little tiny part of a doily. No, there was other parts of doilies. Doilies. Just make a cute little cluster. I like it. And this was a free download, but I don't remember from where. I found it on Pinterest. Yep, it's hard to find. Oh, cool, Robin. You got a crimper. I love that thing. I love that thing. I was crimping everything the other day when I opened the Happy Mail. And the person didn't want me to do a live, so I did not do a live with the Happy Mail. But I love the Happy Mail. And I love the crimper. So I think, and because my crease is over here, I think I'm going to do it this way. Like that. So I'm going to put the doily down. I may put her down with the same glue because that tacky glue is getting on my nerves. So with the Elmers, just going around the bigger spots. Technically, a doily isn't lace, and we haven't put any lace or anything on this page. We're probably not going to. We're just decorating our stuff, embellishing today. And we're going to use lace, and we've already been using lace and ribbon. Trying to make sure I get this in the corners. Now we're going to put her on here. I like it. I should have inked the edges, but we didn't do that. I always forget the inking the edges thing. Still. Hi, Angie. How are you? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Kat. And you have a great rest of your day. So there she is. Okay. Now we're going to go next signature. So this one's got its laces. We decorated some of the pockets. We're good. So we do, because I changed, I made 3 signatures. The other ones have really pretty covers on them. This one does not have a cover yet. I will be making a pretty cover for this out of something. I'm not sure yet. What? Oh, more coffee dyed leftover paper. What else do I have? I knew I had scraps of stuff somewheres to make clusters and stuff. Here we go. I hit the stash, guys. I found it. Okay. So we're going to back to laces and decorating pages. So like we could put something on here and put a word in it or something. Where'd that little tiny doily go? Okay, we just had it. Did it get stuck in this signature, maybe? Where'd our doily page go? There it is. It got stuck in there. Okay. Did I just stick it in there again? Nope. So I think over here we could put a doily and then we can decorate the doily with I don't know what. Looking at my scraps again. Things that are already on my desk out. We could put a butterfly on it. I have butterflies on my desk. Oh, I have this pretty rose cut out. And I have this really pretty butterfly cut out. It doesn't go. That butterfly's not the right butterfly for this. Let's see what we got. This one right here. I'm going to cut it out. I think he will be a pretty butterfly. Or she. My scissors are gummed up again because I keep cutting tape with them. I got to come up with a better plan. I have several pair of scissors. I need to make one that's for double-sided tape, and that's what I use them for, because double-sided tape will gum up your scissors faster than anything. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? We do need to ink it. So, because this is what I forget to do. There we go. And then, if we just want to add some interest, this thread wants to separate. And it won't stay together. But for this kind of a thing, that's kind of good. Let me cut it again. maybe just, so let's glue our threads on here first. And this I'm going to use tacky glue for because we do need a blob of tacky glue this time. A little blob-ish. You could cut out one of the Tweety birds, like print it. Is it fabric or if it's paper, I would say you could print it out again and cut one of the Tweety birds and stick like pop dots or whatever that's called, foam, the little foam thing, and raise it up to 3-dimensional it. You could, it's fabric. Okay. If you have another piece of fabric, you can super glue. Do not super glue. I've used, you could use Wonder Under and adhere it to paper. Just a piece like if you have extra, you could cut out a piece of where the Tweety bird is. Wonder Under to glue it to paper. You can use glue stick to glue it to your paper and then cut around it. Mod Podge over the top of it. And then you could still use pop dots to 3-dimensional it. So that's an idea. You could maybe make a bird's nest out of burlap. Take your burlap and thread it. Like ravel it all out. And you could just kind of, like what I'm doing here, but make it, like I made this kind of more perfect. But you could do the same thing. Like take your burlap and just kind of like glue it, like something like that. And then take a Tweety bird and stick it on the nest. So you could do that as an embellishment. Oh my goodness, Brenda. And it's got pink flowers. You could also make some of your flowers the same way to embellish it further. You could add some pink lace and stuff around the edges to embellish it. The way I've done on some of mine, like on this one, I did the lace around the edge. You could do that to embellish your cover further. And you could add butterflies and things like that because it's got birds already on it and flowers. Oh, wow. I hope that helps, Angie. Yellow trim around. Okay, cool. Oh, I bet that looks really good with Tweety bird. The yellow trim. I'm trying to think. What other kind of elements are you using in the journal? I don't want to put him on. I don't know. Like that. And we're going to put some Elmer's glue on the back. Cover with 2 pockets. So if you know what other kind of elements you might be using in the journal, you might could take some of those elements and add them to your cover. So now we've embellished this, but we have no lace. We had a little tiny piece of lace that wasn't going to be good for anywhere else. We'll put it right here on this little pocket. Pink little piece would be better. But I don't have a pink little piece. I don't have that. I do have that, though, we could cut a little piece off of, maybe. And put right there. I like the purple better. We're going with the purple. So our little threads I put on there is just going to stick out from the side. There, just a little cluster on the corner. Pocket. I like it. Now, this one doesn't have all the lace on its pages yet. So this page could get lace on it or written. So let's turn it sideways and back over here to our scraps. I really should go get the flat iron so I can iron this. And this is hand-dyed seam binding. I think I dyed it with sprays. Oh no, it was that Tim Holtz brick thing. I'll have to look. What is it called? It was sprays and fired brick. Made that color. Okay. And that looks good from the back. And we have a pocket we can embellish. Yay, a pocket. Now, we've already used one of these ladies, so I think we should use another one. Let's find one that... I don't know. Oh, I like her with her kitty cat. Or her. Let's use the pink one. And we're going to use the scissors again and cut it pretty. These are just things I've already printed out in my stash that are just sitting on my desk not getting used. So we could put her on here, but we need something behind her. Let's get a piece of coffee dyed paper. I kind of like this coffee dyed notebook paper. And I'm just going to tear it down a little bit. We're just going to build a cluster right here on our envelope or on our pocket. Yeah, I like it like that. And then, that's not long enough. You can't really see that one. But we can, that's pretty. So I'm going to snip that little snippet off. That's where it was. We'll see. I like that. And it leaves room to put a note or something on the envelope. Oh, Angie, that sounds really pretty. I bet that'll be gorgeous. And I'm glad I could help. So we are now going to glue our little component parts. Oh, let's ink it. See, I forget. I think we should try Kat's idea about putting coffee filters over the top of it and covering it in red roses or something to kind of mute it down a little bit. I like that idea. And while I'm inking, let me ink this up a little bit. We don't need to ink the lace. Okay. So we'll just put that on here. Ooh, a boho journal. That sounds fun. And we're going to stick her on here like this. And then we're going to take our little piece of lace. And put it over here on this side. Which brings out the pink in the image. And there we go. I'm liking that. And we're not going to do anything to this pocket. But, nope. We are going to put lace or ribbon on this page. And I am thinking, I thought I had a longer string of that. Yeah, that's not very long. I'm thinking let's layer it. Put some of this white seam binding and then put a piece of the burgundy thin ribbon over top. I think that will be very pretty. Then I have this burgundy ribbon, and I'm thinking just put it right down the middle as an accent. And it would have been great if I could have got the glue right down the middle. But it's close enough. And there goes Muffet singing our snoring song. Oh, that will be awesome, Angie, to use that too on there. That keyring idea, that's awesome. Okay, so there's that. It needs to dry for a minute. So let's see. Then we have this paper. In our middle. This is that grid paper. Oh, this might be a good place to paper clip our little envelope thing. Now, where's the rusted paper clips? They're in a bin back here that I can't really see into. I'm just trying to get one out. They're in the rusty bits. Okay, I don't want a big one. There we go, a little one. And we will just paper clip that like that. Some kind of lace over here. Still not long enough. Oh, that's going to clash. We can't do that. Oh, wait. In the little scrap bag, we still have these kind of things. Oh, that's perfect. We haven't used yellow anywhere else, so we just need to make sure that we do incorporate more yellow in other places, in the other signatures. We can do that. So, but you don't want to just introduce it and use it in one spot. And I have enough yellow scraps. I also have more yellow that we can use it in other places. So I think we're good. Okay. This card needs something. We put the paint on it when we made it, but we didn't really decorate. This might be the day to add some lace and ribbon and kind of decorate it up. That's pretty with it. That one's pretty with it. So we could go back to one of these ladies again. We need one that will not clash with the background. I think I'm one of the ones on the cream colored background. I'm not really a fan of her. That one looks good. I still like her with her cat. Oh, that one's pretty. And she won't clash either. Let's use her. She reminds me of Princess Diana. So we're going to get our scissors out again. Snippy snip the edges. This is one of those hanging pages that we created. And then we're just going to build a cluster on here. Oh, here's some words we could put back there. We could maybe put that way the words will show up. And put her on here. Maybe we had a corner of a doily a while ago. My desk is a mess again. Well, it was already a mess. Where did the corner of the doily go? Well, I didn't want to cut one since we already had a corner of the doily. Oh, wait a minute. And take the queens out of the flower bucket. That's not gonna, we need a contrast to the, maybe a cream colored one. If I got a cream colored one in here, I may have to go to the other flower bin. Aha, a goldish one. What do you guys think? And it needs a pearl in the middle. We'll put that in there. And I think that decorates that up rather nicely. Thank you, Brenda. And somewhere on my desk, a little jar of pearls. And we have glossy accents. As long as it's not stopped up again. It is. I can go in and get the pearl in there and let it be setting up a little bit while we build the embellishment on the page. But today is about ribbon and lace, and we're going to add something. So I'm just going to put a little dot of the glossy accents in the middle. And drop one of these little pearls in there. And that can be drying and setting up while we're making the rest of our embellishment. So, and we're going to put that up there. So, I am thinking, oh, my words moved. Okay, let's glue some stuff together. And then she's going to go like that. So let's glue the doily down. That was a lot of glue for that little tiny doily. It was a lot of glue for the doily. Where's the napkin? Okay, this is wanting to curl up. That's okay. It'll lay flat in a moment. It's going to go here. So we can go on and put it where we want it to go. See, this glue just, I don't understand this glue, you guys. This tacky glue is weird. Maybe it was a fresher bottle or something. It's just weird. And now I don't want that to go crooked. Okay. I need to ink the edges on this. Okay, but we're going to put this here. Kind of like that, I think. Then we needed something that's going to show up on here. Let's see, what do we got? We don't want to use the yellow because I'm limited on the left. I have, although I do have more yellow. So if we put this down here, I kind of like that. Even though it doesn't show up very much. Oh, but we could put seam binding first and then put this over the top. And then it will show up because it'll have that white kind of background thing going on. So let's glue under here. Adhere that down. And we will put her how we wanted her to go. We'll take a piece of this cream seam binding. And I'm going to cut between the two creases. We're going to put it just like that. And then we're going to put the pink lace over top of that. I think that will be pretty. I do not have the navy blue seam binding. I think I have navy blue lace. But then we're introducing a new color and we have to start it. We have to make sure, just like when I introduced the yellow, we have to get it in all of them. So I'm trying to limit how many times I do that. Oh, wow, Angie. Well, I'm so sorry, but thank you for coming. Hi, Joy. How are you? And I hope you have a great rest of your day, Angie. Now we are going to put lace on that so that the lace will show up. That's pretty. Then I'm going to take our flower and put a little glob of glue on there and put it on our page as well. Up here. And that's going to all have to dry. Okay. Got the hanging page. Butterflies are on that pocket. That's a hanging page. Okay. But I need to leave that open. Where did it go? Because that all needs to dry. So I think what I'm going to do is work on the third signature. Well, we still have laces to add to the edge of these pages too. We could do that to this page while we're waiting on stuff to dry. Come back here. Oh, let's not destroy the whole thing. Move our hanging page back over. And we could put some of this more rose-colored seam binding on here. I like it. And like I said, I'm counting this as ribbon. Glue. And there went the blob. Okay. Let me put some glue under here so I can hold that flat. Flatter. There we go. Napkin. And then I am just going to snip the edges off like that. And once that dries, that page I think is done. We've got our hanging page decorated, but it all needs to dry. So I think that's where we're going to stop with this for today. We can chit chat for a few minutes if y'all would like. I do have recorded videos that I'm going to make. I know the iCAD one is going to go up later today. The paper for the Art Zoology Design Team project will probably go up sometime tomorrow. I'm still going to go live tomorrow. So, and let's see, what else do I have to do? I'm still working on my prototype thing that I was working on. And like I said, now it's in the third incarnation, which I'll show all that on video. And the first one there was a tutorial for, and I made it and I didn't like how it turned out. So I came up with a second way to make it. And I kind of didn't like how that one turned out either, because there was a problem. And now I'm on the third way to make it, and it's working. And it's going to be awesome. So it's evolved. But I think it's evolved as far as it's going to evolve at this point. So we did a lot today. Let me set this aside. We'll come back to that in just a moment. We embellished this. There's our part of the doily. We embellished this pocket. We embellished this pocket with our lace and ribbons. And then in our book, in the first signature, we added this lace to this page. We added this to this pocket, and we put the lace and stuff on there. We put the ribbon down this side of this page, added lace and a butterfly to that pocket, ribbon down that page. We put ribbon on our map page. I kind of like how it's all wrinkledy. That's kind of cool. We did ribbon on this one as well. And wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, there's a pocket. We decorated our pocket. We put a quote, put some lace. We didn't do anything in the flip out. It got attached. We decorated this pocket with the doily and the lady. And we added the ribbon to this page. And the third signature, why does that keep happening? It keeps getting stuck under that paper clip. We did something. This is a flip. With a pocket. Oh, we could do something here real fast. Oh, with that doily. Let's ink it. Now, what are we going to put in the middle of that doily? Is it a 2-inch circle? It is. Oh, let's find a pretty paper and cut a circle out of it. I have scrappage. We could do a words. Let's do that. And then we can do something on top of them. I'm just going to trim this to get rid of the margin so I can cut it without the margin on it. I like it. Okay, so now we have that. Ooh, I have an idea, guys. This is kind of flat. We can take one of these flowers. If I can get one off of here. We can ink it and put it in the middle. And I want to ink it with probably this Tim Holtz one. So we're going to move our book. And I'm only going to put just a little bit. Spray it with coffee water. And we're going to moosh it all around on there. That's perfect. And get a paper towel and dry off where I just sprayed, because we don't want to get anything in that. And I'm going to blot that just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to come back to our book. And we can glue our word page. Let's ink the edges of this. I'm going to just glue this down. Like that. Why is that on top chat, not live chat? And then we're going to glue down the doily. Try to make sure I get the words going the right direction. Then we can glue down the flower. With tacky glue. That's what I was trying to decide. What am I gluing this with? And I had paper towel. And the glue is going to dry clear, so I am not worried about that at all. Okay, so we did that really quick, and that's pretty, I think. We added this lace to this page, which is a pocket. And then that's the only lace we put in here, but we need to add some yellow. We talked about adding yellow to each one. If I can get the yellow to let go. That's not long enough. And that's not long enough for a full-length page, but it will go here. Because we put yellow in the other one. So we're going to just add a little bit of yellow to this pocket, the other side of our pocket. So now we've incorporated the yellow. Onto there. So I think it needs more lace and ribbon in here, but we need to let this page dry. Okay, and then in the third signature, we added this lace. Actually, this is the second signature, and we still have to decorate this cover because we changed up some things. I added this lace. We decorated this pretty little pocket, added that ribbon, decorated that pocket. And then added that lace. We put this in the book. We decorated this page and added that ribbon. I just put glue on the back of that paper. Where'd the napkin go? That pocket was already decorated, and that's where we are. So that's where we have gotten to today with laces, with ribbons and laces. Tomorrow we're going to do stickers and scrap paper. So like this is all scrap paper. We're going to try to figure out what we can do with this scrap paper. Maybe use some stickers with it and make some more embellishments we can put in the journal. That kind of thing. Oh, hi, Maddie. How are you? Thank you for coming. So that's what we have so far. And today we were just working with our scraps of stuff, that scrap laces, scrap ribbons, pieces that we could put in the journal. And what page is not working? There we go. It's all lined back up. So our journal is coming right along. Our little A to Z ephemera book. It's coming along and it's looking really pretty. How are you today, Maddie? And I apologize. I have missed so many live streams and watching recordings. Our internet has been horrible, horrible, horrible. And so I haven't really been able to get on and do anything. What's amazing, Brenda? I'm lost. Oh, the wide ribbon to make die cuts. That is awesome. Nothing, LOL. Oh, I'm glad, Maddie. And the problem with the internet is our tower seems to have the same problem my internet does in the rain lately. I don't know why. The signal's horrible. So if I ever do get on, it just spins and spins, and I end up leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back. And then I just get tired of leaving and coming back. Because you miss so many words when you do that. Leaving. So now I'm just straightening up my desk, guys, because, yeah, it's bad. I wish those little hobbits or whatever they are that come out at night and do stuff to my desk would stop. We talked about earlier, Maddie, that, you know, sometimes when you go to bed, your desk looks good, or you think it does, and then you get up in the morning and you're like, what happened? I know it wasn't that messy when I left. We decided that there are hobbits that return stuff they borrow in the middle of the night. Or I'm getting up and crafting in my sleep. I'm doing sleep crafting, and then I wake up and my desk looks horrible. I don't think any of that's true, by the way. I don't think I'm doing sleep crafting stuff. What is this stuff? But I do have a pile of mess on my desk. Oh, wow. 3 sales today? I have gotten to where I try not to, unless I'm just going to be honest. Like, if I'm in the middle of making something and it gets to be 11 o'clock at night, I am liable to get up and walk away and leave it till in the morning and come right back to where I was at. That way I don't have to get everything back out again. But I am trying to get better about finding a stopping spot, straightening up the desk every day, because I really don't like it being in a mess. My other problem is I have like 5 projects going at one time, which makes it hard to keep a clean desk. That sounds like an excuse to me, though. But it does make it hard. So now I'm still straightening the desk. So I gotta decide what's scrap and what's not scraps over here. That's what it is. Oh, wow, Maddie. Congratulations. That is awesome. I forgot about the napkin stuff we made. Well, those are out here. We just have to get them put in the journal. I think I found more scrappy stuff we can use. So this is going to go in one of the signatures. You know, this also, oh, that's an idea, guys. We know, I told you we made the third signature and we needed to fix the cover, and it's actually the middle signature. What if we did this and made it the cover? I like it. What do you guys think? I think that's gorgeous. And that would be the cover for this signature. I think that's pretty. And this is all scrap stuff. So this is something we could do really quick. If we are all thinking the same thing, I think that's awesome. I do think I want to antique the edges of this paper. And it's just cream colored cardstock. So that's one of the napkin paper embellishments we made. And now we're going to use it to help embellish the cover of the third signature. Because when I was looking at the book with just two signatures in it, well, we have a third one in there still. Let me pull it. Well, no, that is the first one. Okay. It's got a gap. And I had watched a Nick the Booksmith video where she talked about this kind of a gap. Taking and thinning your papers out and making like a third signature. So that's what I did. So you don't have the gap and it looks more full. So it's the same number of pages that I had. It's just that now I pulled some from each of the other two signatures to create a third one. And so we didn't have a cover for the third one. Let's see where the fold in half part is on here. So I can line that. I'm going to ink. Where did my little inker go? This edge. There we go. So now I can get this lined up. And it will be pretty. I like it. Oh, it would be awesome if you all could meet up, I think. I have a clog going on, I think. Yep. That helped it. So I'm just going to apply around the edge. And on these bigger parts of these flowers. And the bigger joins. I think that will do. Now, see if I can get this kind of line back up again. Okay, I think that is good. And now I'm just going to press it down with a napkin. That's pretty. Oh, wow. It would, I think y'all would have so much fun. So now this signature has a cover on it. Or it will once it dries. That is so pretty. So I'm going to just set that back over here aside. Let the second signature, just set it there and let that dry. And there we go. Oh, this was going to be a hanging page, but we didn't use it. So maybe we can, tomorrow with stickers and stuff, work on that. Stickers and scraps is tomorrow's thing. Because if y'all are like me, you got a bunch, I got stickers that need to get used because I forget I have them. And I have scraps that also need to be incorporated into something. So we're also going to put these in the journal at some point. These are our other napkin embellishments. And my desk is almost straightened up, you guys. Almost. You get all these little tiny scraps that aren't good for anything in the garbage. Okay. So I think we are good. And you know, I lost a pair of scissors on my desk and I have yet to find them. And I've cleaned the desk off twice. I mean, I've totally cleaned the desk off twice. And so I've misplaced my scissors somewhere. Muffets. Muffets, muffets, muffets. She's snoring. Oh, and guys, look what I did. This was just me playing. It was a napkin on the doily. I am so sorry, Maddie, that I missed your question. Yes, it was a napkin. I cut the middle of the napkin or tore around it and put it on the doily. Is that all of my little butterflies? Yes. So I was just playing with die cuts, and I die cut out these butterflies. And then I used embossing powder on them. And it's like the copper, metally looking and brass looking. So they look metal, but they're only cardstock. And I thought they came out really cool. So I'm going to use them on something. So yes, Maddie, this part right here, I tore around the roses on the napkin and I kept putting them on here to kind of fit them. And then just decided where I kept needing to tear more off. And then I glued it down with glue stick. There's no other glue, just glue stick on the napkin. So these are the little butterflies. So if you have metallic looking embossing powder, you can make what looks, because here's a metal one, like metal. This one's actual metal. Hi, Mary. How are you? Thank you for coming. So this one is actual metal, and these three are embossed with metal looking embossing powder. So I think that's kind of cool. And they're just this one's metal and these are paper. Thank you, Mary. Oh, I love adding napkins to like the middles of doilies because you can decorate them and make them look so pretty. Oh, I know, Mary. I've been watching those how-to videos to grow your channel. The main thing I've learned from those videos is it's put up a lot of videos. Record, 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 network, network, network. Record, record, record. Thank you, Robin. So I don't know what I'm going to use my little metallic looking butterflies on, but I thought I would show you those because this can get kind of heavy if you try to use it on a page, but these are very light because they're paper. So now they're in my stash to be used at a later time. Yeah, and growing a gaming channel is a lot different than growing like arts and crafts channel. It is a lot different. And I don't mind the networking. I just don't want to do the networking where it's a sub for sub kind of thing because those don't work. And YouTube frowns on that, sub for sub. So I try to stay away from that kind of networking. But I figure with my channel, it'll get there eventually to where I need it to be or where I want it to be. It's a slow process. So, for a thing, now that's funny, Mary. So, don't forget, guys, I only did one recorded last week. Well, actually, it was yesterday. That counts. That's the one for last week. In my recorded videos, there will be hidden giveaways. So you'll need to watch the recorded videos because it'll tell you what to do in the comment section if it's a hidden giveaway video. So there will be another hidden giveaway between today and Friday and a recorded. And then Monday during the live stream, I will draw the winner of the two because there's one for last week. That recorded video went up yesterday. I'm just going to give it away. You need to watch it so you can enter. And then this week, one of the recorded videos going up this week will have the hidden giveaway in it. Yeah, I agree, Mary. Nothing is ever free. That's why at the end, fee, you can get the rest of the information. But I've been watching some other channels where they talk about growing your channel, and they're mainly like a vlogging channel kind of thing. So it's still not crafting. And it's all about giving good content and stuff. And making sure your thumbnails match what you're doing. So, like, I wouldn't want to, if I'm doing paper crafting, I wouldn't want a thumbnail of yarn. That kind of thing. Or I wouldn't want to have a chessboard as my thumbnail unless I'm making something with a chessboard. But, so it's kind of like making sure that your thumbnails and stuff match. And I need to get a better thumbnail for my channel. That's what I need to do. Oh, wow, Mary, that sounds like fun. That does sound like a lot of fun. Right, it's got to be good content or nobody's going to want to watch. So that's the thing. And from one channel that I was watching, he said that this person was saying that it was all about your content. He actually was wearing a t-shirt that said content is king. So if you don't have good content, people aren't going to watch your channel and they're not going to want to keep coming back and watching more and more and more. And so that's the other thing. And I'm telling y'all now, coming up with content for all these shows is a lot. There's a lot to that. Mary, I would definitely watch that. So I think we're going to get off of here today, guys. Thank everybody for coming. I really appreciate y'all coming. There will be an iCAD catch-up video because I'm behind. Mary, how are your iCADs coming? I think the last one I did was number 14 or 15. Number 15, and I think today's the 25th, so I'm like 10 iCADs. Oh, I didn't even do those. My last iCAD was number 13. I'm way behind, so I'm going to do a craft along with me video that's going to get put up later. Thank you, Maddie. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Robin. I know, Mary. I know. I'm so sorry about that. So I'm like more than 10 days behind. So I'm going to just do a craft along with me video that's going to be recorded. That'll be one of the recorded ones for this week. And catch up all at once. And then hopefully I can stay on track again. The paper pad from Artsology, I'm working on getting it printed out how I want it for my July design team project. That will go up later, probably tomorrow. You'll see that one. And I got to continue working in my mom's prayer journal. And you guys, as much as I like fluffy, puffy, lacy, frilly, pretty, girly, I'll call it, things, my mother does not. So this journal will have very little lace in it. It's going to have pockets and tucks and stuff, but it's just not going to be frilly. Mother won't use it if it's all frilly pretty. Her and I have talked about that. And I want her to use it. The whole point of making Mother a prayer journal is I know she would use a prayer journal, but if I make it something that she doesn't like, she's not going to want to use it. Oh, bless your heart, Mary. I can imagine that would be very tough. So there'll be some videos with that, and that's my Tsunami Rose June design team project that I'm running out of time to get done in June. So I've got it printed. The pages are together. I just have to embellish. And so I'll be doing those in videos as well. Robin, this one's going to be less frilly. And so that's one thing and I'm going to point it out when I'm making the book on the video. You got to think about if you're making a journal for somebody specific, what are their likes? What are their dislikes? And make it for that person. Okay, Mary, thanks for coming. You have a great day. Bye. So you just kind of have to, and so I am, this one's made for mother, strictly. Okay, guys, well, I guess we're going to go, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Watch for the recordeds. And keep an eye out for the hidden giveaways, because there's going to be some at least one hidden giveaway week. So thank y'all, and y'all have a great day. Bye, everybody.